Hello, today I'll be unboxing an order that I placed with CreateSpace of 10 copies of my self-published fantasy novel. After that, I may discuss a little bit the differences between CreateSpace and IngramSpark, at least my experience with the two different companies, as I do have books published with both of them. Some people have gone into great depth about the differences between the two companies. I'm not planning to do that, but I can tell you about my experiences with them in case that's useful. So let's open the box. Alright, you can see there's some packing material on top. I'll take this out. I'm actually quite pleased with the packaging here. They've put in all this extra cardboard on the sides. They've put cardboard between the two piles of books. Considerably better than the boxes of books I've ordered from IngramSpark. But that doesn't mean IngramSpark is a terrible company, it's just a difference in their packaging. With the packaging that CreateSpace did here, they've kept the books from going into the corner, which can be a real problem if you package something and put your product in the corner of the box. Then if the box gets dropped, it's most likely to land on a corner, and then the corner gets dinged and the product inside the box gets dinged as well. Some of my IngramSpark books arrived with the corners damaged because they'd been packed into the corner like that, and then the corner had gotten hit during the shipping process and the books had gotten damaged. So there should be 10 copies in here. So far they're coming out of the box in pretty good shape. Wow, and there they are. They all look pretty good. There's a little bit of wear around the edges of the cover. This one actually is kind of dinged on the corner. Oh, there's this corner too. But it's pretty minor. Insides seem to look good. Now these books I selected to have printed with the matte finish cover. I can compare that with a glossy finish cover. Different set of books that I ordered. Now this book I ordered a number of years ago, so anything that you see about it may have changed since the time that I ordered it. Printers, whatever technology CreateSpace is using these days. I haven't ordered more copies of this book or my other glossy books, frankly because they're just not very successful. I've learned a lot since writing these and hopefully I'm becoming a better writer. So these copies I ordered a number of years ago. 2011, not that long ago, 5 years, and the other ones are older. One thing I have noticed a little bit with the glossy covers is that they curl a little bit. This is just due to the coating on the front being glossy and there being no glossy on the inside. Then because of temperature and moisture and all that, they tend to curl. One of the reasons that I chose to get matte covers instead of glossy was with the hopes that a matte cover, a matte finish, would not curl as much as a glossy would. I do have a copy of the same book from 3 or 4, maybe 3 years ago. And, you know, this cover, it's matte, but it's still curled a little bit. This print-on-demand style, the covers just tend to curl. Hopefully as technology gets better that will stop happening. The covers look pretty good to me. I've always been fairly happy with CreateSpace covers. Their printing process seems to come out pretty vibrant. You have beautiful vibrant colors on the cover. The interiors, I've only ever ordered black and white interiors. I've never ordered color interiors from CreateSpace, so I can't comment on their color interiors. The interior text looks pretty sharp to me. It has never looked, blurry or anything like that. However, I do have some black and white illustrations in these other older books. They look pretty good too, but if you do start looking close, you can kind of see, dot matrix isn't exactly what it is, but you can see kind of a little, not really pixelation either, but the printing process itself isn't totally sharp and crisp like I wish it would be. The text seems to be sharper than the images. And now these images that I put in my books were 300 dpi pixel images, not vector images, created in Photoshop. And sending them in at 300 dpi, they should have come out really clean with really smooth gradations. There shouldn't have been any artifacting or anything like that. So why they come out a little gritty, there's even some banding in some of the gradients, I don't know. I also have these kind of little dingbat sort of images. These are vector, and even they show a little bit of that. It used to be that when they sent you a proof copy, you ordered a proof copy separately. It was called a proof copy. They stamped proof in the back. But these ones, they don't seem to do it. This original one that I ordered, which was my proof copy, they also did not stamp proof in the back. So I guess they've stopped stamping proof in the back of their books. This is my most recent CreateSpace book, and as far as CreateSpace and IngramSpark, I made the choice about a year ago to publish all of my future books with IngramSpark and not CreateSpace. I haven't transitioned over these books yet for a few reasons. When I published these with CreateSpace, I did not buy my own ISBNs. I used CreateSpace's ISBN that they offered for free. At least when I got it, it was free. I'm assuming it's still free. So in a way, these books I don't really feel like they're completely mine because the ISBN is not under my name. However, I can show you another set of books. This is a book that I published with IngramSpark. It is a full-color children's book. I went and bought myself a package of ISBNs. I think I got 10 from Bowker's. Now, all of these books list me, my name, as the publisher, not CreateSpace. It also gives me complete control over my books. The ISBN is with this book forever, but it doesn't really matter where I publish it. IngramSpark doesn't have any control over this book. I can depublish it from IngramSpark anytime I want and republish it with somebody else, with any company that I want, as long as I read through the contract and make sure that company isn't going to try to take my rights away. I made the choice to publish these with IngramSpark for a few reasons. I also wanted to do hardcovers, and at least when I checked a year ago, CreateSpace did not offer hardcovers. The other thing that I've heard from independent booksellers, bookshops, brick and mortar ones in your hometown, they will not stock CreateSpace books. It has something to do with the deal that they get from CreateSpace, Amazon. It's different than the deal that IngramSpark and other people give them. So it's about money, basically, as far as I understand it. Maybe I'm missing something. But that was my understanding. It's about money. Booksellers, independent ones, cannot make the profit they need off of CreateSpace books. But IngramSpark books, they will stock because it's the proper industry standard, certain percentage of the retail price that they buy from IngramSpark for. And I wanted this to appear on bookshops all over the place. Publishing with IngramSpark, it still appears on Amazon, but sometimes when you go to Amazon, you look at an item, you'll see that it says, $20. But then your price is whatever, $16 for $14, and it tells you, here's how much you saved, here's the percentage you saved. When my book, this one, has appeared on Amazon, there has never, ever, ever been any kind of a discount on it. Amazon doesn't seem to want to give it away for less than the full price. So these ones are color interior. I selected premium color. If you want to know more about these books, I have some separate videos that show the unboxing, and I give you more details about them. I can compare the soft cover, the thickness of the cover, to the thickness of the covers from CreateSpace. The ones from CreateSpace might be a little bit thinner, but it's pretty close. I don't feel a big difference. Comparing the thickness of the interior sheets, these ones from IngramSpark, the paper is thicker. It could also be because I chose premium color, which I think is a heavier weight paper than other options on IngramSpark. There's multiple options for paper on IngramSpark. And I think this paper is just kind of your standard paperback. It doesn't feel so thin that it's fragile. It's fine. It's fine paper. I have decided to move away from CreateSpace. I'm not planning at this time to depublish this version of the book, but what I am working on is an illustrated version because I'm an illustrator, and this one I didn't really put many illustrations in it. So I want to do 20 pen and ink, really nice quality, large, full-page illustrations, and make a hardcover version of it, and that I will publish on IngramSpark. So that's my unboxing. If you are interested in any of my books, please feel free to look me up. For Hawkwind's Tale, I did post an audio recording of myself reading the first chapter. It's on YouTube. You can go find it, listen to it, if you would like a free sample of the first chapter. And that's all for today. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments, and I will do my best to answer them, or maybe somebody else in the community can answer your questions. And thank you very much. I will say goodbye for today.